I need you to take a deep breath right now. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the air filling your chest. There is something in the universe that wants to connect with you right now, and I feel that this message carries a truth you've already sensed, but may be afraid to accept. Not out of weakness, but because the heart sometimes protects itself from what it most desires to hear. The angels are guiding me to say that today is the day when the answers begin to reveal themselves. Are you ready for what you are about to discover? Imagine for a moment a soft candle flame burning in a dark room. It's not loud, it doesn't demand attention. Yet, it illuminates the entire space. This is how the universe touches the heart of those who are open to listening. And today the light of that flame brings a truth. There is someone, a presence, an energy, an intention, who carries something deep in their heart for you. Something that pulses, that vibrates, that insists on existing, even when the world seems to want to silence it. But why today? Why now? The angels say that divine timing is perfect. And at this moment, there is a greater force driving this revelation. It could be a word that has never been spoken, a feeling held back out of fear of rejection, or even a regret that cries out for redemption. What matters is not what has been withheld until now, but the power that exists in finally allowing it to come to light. Have you ever thought about how much unspoken words can weigh on a heart? Both for the one who keeps them and the one who waits for them. I remember a story I heard once. It was about someone who, for years, walked around with a pain in their chest, feeling a knot they didn't know how to untie. Until one ordinary day, while watching the sunset, they felt a different breeze, almost like an angelic whisper. In that moment, this person understood that they needed to open their heart to say what they had never had the courage to express. And it was on that very day, without warning, that the truth came to light. The relief that followed was like the rain falling on a parched garden. It brought not only peace but life. And now, the angels are showing me a similar image for you. There is a communication about to happen. It might come suddenly, without a warning, or perhaps it's already around you, just waiting for a sign from you to blossom. But there's something you need to know. This message, this feeling kept inside, is not just about words. It's an energy that carries the strength of a special connection, something that transcends what is visible. Ask yourself, do you feel somewhere inside that there's something waiting to be said? That there's an emotion, a desire, or even a confession that needs to be set free? Maybe you've already felt the need to say something, but you kept it in for fear of not being understood. What if, at this very moment, the angels were whispering that the universe is conspiring for this to happen? That everything that has been silenced until now is ready to be heard? And this brings us to something even deeper. The angels ask that you believe in the power of words, but also in the power of the silence that precedes the revelation. Because sometimes, what goes unsaid speaks louder than any declaration. Perhaps you've already noticed little signs, glances that linger a bit longer, gestures that seem to have more meaning than they should, or even that inexplicable feeling that something is about to happen. These are the angels at work, guiding the hearts involved. And now, a question for you to reflect on. Are you open to receiving this truth, even if it comes in an unexpected way? Sometimes, what our heart most desires to hear can frighten us because it confronts us with choices, changes, or even a forgiveness we're not sure we can extend. But the angels say you are stronger than you imagine. You are worthy of love, clarity, and all the blessings this revelation can bring. Before we continue, I want to ask something of you. Close your eyes again and place your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath, and as the air enters and leaves your body, tell yourself, I am ready to hear. I am ready to receive. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't need to be rehearsed. Just allow this intention to resonate within you. Because when you open up, the universe responds. And as you reflect on this truth that is about to be revealed, know that the angels are preparing the next step. The message coming next will bring even more clarity about what this moment means. You will feel that everything happening now is not by chance. What the angels have in store for you is so profound that it can change the way you perceive love, life, and your own path. So, take a deep breath and keep your heart open. Because what comes next is more powerful than you can imagine. Are you ready to know what the angels want to show you? Have you ever felt that there's something in the air, a subtle energy, as if the universe is trying to whisper something important to you? Sometimes, We are touched by these vibrations without even realizing it. It's like when you catch yourself gazing out the window, watching the sky change colors, and you feel there's a message hidden in the nuances of the clouds, in the distant twinkle of a star that dares to appear before nightfall. Today, the angels have something to share with you, and I feel it's exactly what you need to hear at this moment. First of all, take a deep breath. That's right. Feel the air filling your lungs, immersing yourself in that invisible energy that connects you to what is divine and eternal. Now imagine a golden light gently descending upon you, wrapping around your body like a warm, safe embrace. This is how the angels wish for you to feel, protected, guided, and ready for what is to come. The angels want you to know that even in moments when everything seems uncertain, there is a greater purpose being woven. Perhaps you are going through a period of doubt, feeling that the answers you seek are just out of reach. But hear this: silence at times is the perfect space for the deepest messages to reveal themselves. Picture a calm lake, where every little movement creates ripples that spread outward. This is the reflection of your soul right now. The angels are sending signals, and it's up to you to open your heart to perceive them. Have you noticed the small occurrences in your day? A song playing on the radio that seems to speak directly to your feelings. A number that insists on appearing, as if it wants to catch your attention. Or that inexplicable feeling of comfort when everything seemed lost. These are the subtle touches of the angels, and they have been working to prepare you for something greater. Something that is about to happen. And this is where you need to be attentive. The angels are telling me that this is a time of transformation for you. A phase in which the old needs to be left behind so that the new can flourish. Think of a tree in winter, shedding its leaves. It seems like an end, doesn't it? But in truth, it's the beginning of something even stronger and more beautiful. What are you willing to let go of so that this new cycle can manifest? Perhaps it's a belief that no longer serves you, or a fear that has long prevented you from moving forward. The angels are asking for your courage now. They want you to know that you are not alone in this process. Once, a dear person told me that they were going through a time of great uncertainty. They felt as if they were in the dark, without direction. Then, on an ordinary morning, they found a white feather on their porch. Something so simple, yet so symbolic. In that moment, they knew that their angels were there, sending a sign that everything would be all right. And it was. That little feather became the reminder that the light never abandons those who believe in it. The angels are asking you to pay attention to the small signs around you. They can come in unexpected ways, in the words of a stranger, from the flight of a bird, or from the breeze that brushes your face in a moment of reflection. But more than that, they are urging you to trust. Trust in divine timing, trust in your inner strength, and above all, trust in the journey you are on. Even when the paths seem winding, know that they are leading you to the right place. Now, close your eyes for a moment and repeat to yourself, I am guided. I am protected. I am ready for what is to come. Feel those words resonate within you, like seeds planted in fertile soil. The angels are preparing the ground for something beautiful to bloom in your life. It could be an unexpected encounter, an opportunity you never imagined, or even a moment of clarity that brings the answers you seek. What they want you to know is that even when everything seems still, there is movement happening behind the scenes. You don't need to have all the answers right now. Just trust the process and open yourself to the possibilities. The light that guides you is stronger than any shadow that may arise along the way. As you reflect on all of this, I want you to ask yourself, what are the angels trying to show me in this exact moment? Allow yourself to listen, feel, and most importantly, believe. They are by your side, and want you to know that what's to come will be more beautiful than you can imagine. And this brings us to something even deeper. What is it that the angels have in store for you? Stay connected to this energy, because the next messages will show you how to walk with even more confidence and love. The universe is working in your favor, and the angels are preparing surprises that will transform your life. Are you ready to discover? Have you noticed how silence can weigh more than any word? Not that peaceful silence that calms and embraces, but the suffocating silence, filled with things that have never been said. It's like an invisible knot that gradually tightens around your heart and prevents you from moving forward with ease. Today, the angels ask that you listen to this message attentively, for it carries something that can free your soul from everything that has been trapped in the past. There are things you may have held onto for so long that you no longer realize how heavy they are. Words you wanted to say but didn't. Feelings you wanted to show but hid. Forgiveness you wanted to offer but hesitated. Love you wanted to give but feared. And without you realizing it, those unspoken words have taken root deep in your heart, blocking the natural flow of light that should be flowing through you. The angels have shown me that you carry immense strength, but sometimes that strength seems dormant, as if it's waiting for the right moment to awaken. And that moment is now. What you haven't yet said echoes within you, asking to be set free. Perhaps it's "I'm sorry" that got stuck in time, and "I love you" that never found the courage to be spoken, or even a simple "I need help" that you thought you couldn't say. Close your eyes for a moment and allow yourself to feel. Who do you need to forgive? What do you need to express? The angels are by your side right now, whispering that there is nothing more powerful than the truth of your heart. They want you to know that it's not too late. It's not too late to tell someone how you feel, or to tell yourself that it's time to move on. Remember, unspoken words do not disappear. They vibrate in the space around you, creating invisible barriers for the miracles that are waiting to enter your life. But here's the secret: when you choose to release those words, when you decide to give voice to what is inside you, something magical happens. It's like opening the windows of a dark house and letting the sunlight in. The energy shifts, the weight lifts, and you begin to feel a freedom that you may not have known you were seeking. I remember a story that the angels told me about someone who, in a moment of pain, found an old letter that they had never sent. Within it were words of love and regret that never reached the recipient. This person decided to send the letter, even without knowing if it would ever be read. And in doing so, they felt something transform within them. It wasn't the outcome that mattered, but the act of freeing what was trapped. And now, the angels ask you, what are you waiting to say? Who needs to hear your truth? Maybe it's someone close to you, maybe it's yourself. Perhaps it's the universe, which is ready to hear your intentions, dreams, and deepest desires. Place your hand on your heart and repeat after me. *I release what is trapped within me. My words carry light and love. I am worthy of living in peace. *. This is more than just a simple exercise. It's a healing ritual, a key to unlock doors you didn't even know were closed. And know this: the angels are here, holding your hands, ensuring that you are not alone in this process. As you reflect on all of this, I want you to remember, words have power. They can heal, transform, and even resurrect what seemed lost. Don't let fear prevent you from using that power. What you have to say today could change everything. And the angels have one more thing to reveal to you. A message that will touch the deepest part of your soul. Get ready, because what comes next might be the beginning of a new journey. But before that, share in the comments, what do you feel you need to release today? Speak it, even if only to yourself. This is the first step toward your transformation. Imagine you are walking alone on a quiet road. The sky is slightly overcast, and the air carries the scent of damp leaves. There on the horizon, a soft light begins to shine, as if something or someone is trying to catch your attention. You pause for a moment, hesitate, and feel a silent presence around you. And then, a question echoes within you. Why do I feel that I need to hear this now? The angels are by your side, whispering through the signs of life, but you often overlook these messages. It's not due to a lack of faith or will, but because the pace of life, worries, and doubts often disconnect you from your own essence. And that's why they are here today, asking you not to wait any longer. There is something you need to hear now, before it's too late. Have you ever noticed how time seems to slip through your fingers? Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and suddenly, you feel like you've left something important behind. Perhaps a dream that was tucked away in a drawer. Maybe a conversation that never happened. Maybe even a part of yourself that has been silenced. The angels want you to know that it's not too late to reclaim what is dormant within you. But the time to act is now. And this brings us to a crucial point. What you're putting off today could be what completely changes your life tomorrow. Think for a moment. Is there something your heart has been urging you to do, but you've been avoiding due to fear, insecurity, or even the belief that the right moment hasn't come yet? The angels are saying that the right moment is the one in which you choose to listen. Don't postpone until tomorrow what your soul is pleading to experience today. I remember a time when someone told me about their encounter with the angels. They were going through a period of deep doubt, trapped in a routine that no longer brought them joy. Every morning, while they prepared their coffee, they felt a tightness in their chest, as if something or someone was trying to tell them something. One day, upon opening the window, they saw a butterfly gently land on their hand. It was a simple moment, yet filled with meaning. They knew in that instant that a change was necessary. That butterfly was the sign the angels were sending. And you, what is the sign you are waiting for? And what if I told you that the angels are already communicating with you? Maybe in that recurring dream, that song that appeared out of nowhere, or even in the silence of a moment when everything seemed to pause. They don't shout, but speak clearly to those who are willing to listen. The question is, are you ready to hear what they have to say? It's not about changing your entire life in a single day. It's about taking the first step. Maybe it's a call you need to make, a decision you've been postponing, or even a small gesture, but one filled with meaning, like lighting a candle and taking a moment to listen to what your heart desires. When you take that step, the angels walk beside you, lighting the way. But they can only act when you choose to take action as well. What makes this moment so special is that the angels know you are ready. Ready to leave behind the doubts that hold you back. Ready to hear your own inner voice. Ready to embrace what the future holds for you. It's no coincidence that you're here, reading these words. It's a divine calling, a message sent to touch your heart and remind you that the time to live is now. And as you reflect on this, I want you to take a pause. Close your eyes for a moment and place your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath and tell yourself, I am worthy of hearing the messages from the angels. I am ready to receive their guidance and act with courage. Allow yourself to feel the celestial energy surrounding you, like a gentle embrace filled with warmth. And when you open your eyes, know that the next step is already waiting for you. Remember, life always gives us a choice. You can continue waiting for the perfect moment, or you can decide that the perfect moment is now. The angels are by your side, holding your hand, ready to guide you. But the choice, dear one, is yours. What will you do with this message? And as you ponder that, know that the angels have more to say. They are not finished yet. What they want to reveal to you goes beyond any expectations, as it is directly linked to your deepest essence. But this will be revealed at the right time. And that moment may be closer than you think. Have you ever noticed how, at times, life seems to whisper something in our ears, but we are so immersed in the noise of the world that we can't hear? There are moments when you feel like something is trying to reach you, like an urgent message, a truth that needs to be uncovered. It's no coincidence that you are here right now. The angels have something to reveal to you, and they have chosen this very moment for you to listen. In this moment, they are surrounding you, enveloping you in a light as gentle as the breeze that caresses your face on a tranquil morning. This light not only calms but also awakens. Because, yes, there is a divine connection guiding all of this. You did not arrive here by chance. There is a reason. There is a synchronicity. And I feel that deep down you know this. There is a story I need to share with you. Once someone, in a moment of great doubt and loneliness, was walking through a park. It was an ordinary day, but the feeling of emptiness was so great that it seemed the world around had lost its colors. Then, something unexpected happened. This person found a fallen white feather on the ground. Small, delicate, but so pure that it seemed to shine. In that instant, she felt as if a weight had been lifted off her shoulders. She couldn't explain it, but a certainty filled her: she was not alone. The angels were there, showing that there was a path, even if she could not yet see it fully. And now, I ask you, what signs have you been ignoring? They may be subtle, like words echoing in your mind, a song playing on the radio exactly when you need to hear it, or even an inexplicable feeling of comfort that arises out of nowhere. These are the angels trying to reach you, reminding you that, even in the toughest moments, your journey is being guided. I know that often, doubts can be overwhelming. You might be wondering, but why me? Why would the angels care about me? And I tell you, because you are unique. Because there is something in your essence that is irreplaceable in this world. Because your light, even when it sometimes seems dim, has the power to illuminate much more than you can imagine. The angels see this in you, even when you can't see it yourself. And that's why this message has reached you. They want you to know that even when everything seems uncertain, there is a greater plan in progress. It's not about controlling everything or understanding every detail right now. It's about trusting. About opening your heart to what is to come. About allowing that divine connection to guide your steps, even in moments when the path seems dark. But here's the question. Are you ready to hear what they want to say? Are you willing to silence the noise around you and open yourself to the message being delivered? Because there is something profound waiting for you. Something that could change the course of your life in a way you may not yet be able to imagine. And as you reflect on this, do something simple but powerful. Place your hand on your heart right now. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the warmth that emanates from within you. Repeat, either silently or out loud, this affirmation. I open myself to the divine light that guides me. I trust the angels who are by my side. As you do this, notice how your energy shifts, how something within you begins to awaken. And this brings us to an even deeper point. What is it that the angels want to show you? What is the message that is about to be revealed? Stay tuned, for what comes next is more powerful than you can imagine. This is just the beginning. Imagine for a moment that you are walking down a quiet road, surrounded by tall trees gently swaying to the sound of a warm breeze. The sky, painted with golden hues of dawn, seems to whisper to you. It's as if the universe is trying to capture your attention. There's something important that needs to be said. Something you may have felt deep in your heart, but haven't yet had the courage to fully confront. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's those emotions that insist on surfacing when you least expect it. Those feelings that often you try to hide, but in reality, need to be embraced. The angels are here now by your side, and they want you to know that these emotions do not arise to weaken you. They are not a burden you have to carry alone. They are, in fact, the gateway to your transformation. Every tear you have shed, every moment of doubt, every feeling that the world was too heavy. All of that was the universe's way of telling you, you're stronger than you think. But for that strength to awaken fully, you need to face those emotions head-on, with courage and love. You may be wondering, how do I do this? How can I look at this pain without getting lost in it? The answer lies in softness. The angels whisper that the key is to embrace, not resist. Picture your emotions as a frightened child. When you try to push them away, they scream louder. But if you hold them with tenderness, they quiet down. And that's precisely what you need to do for yourself right now. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your heart. Feel that space within you where the light of the angels can shine, even on the darkest days. Remember, there is no emotion too great to face. There is no pain that cannot be healed. The angels are sending signs right now. Maybe it's a gentle breeze touching your face, or a memory that comes to mind while you read these words. They are saying, you have everything you need to get through this. And we are here, by your side, holding your hand. But to strengthen yourself, you need to give yourself permission to feel. Write a letter to yourself if that helps. Pour into it all the words that have been stuck in your throat. All the hurts, all the fears, all the doubts. And then when you finish, imagine the angel surrounding you, taking that letter with their hands of light and transforming it into something new. They don't want you to carry this alone. They want to help you turn that energy into something that nurtures, heals, and strengthens. I remember a story I once heard. It was about someone who, in a moment of deep sadness, found a small white feather on the ground. It wasn't something grand or extraordinary, it was just a feather. But at that moment, she felt as if the world was saying, I see you. Your pain is not invisible. And from that day on, she began to notice the small signs. A ray of sunshine breaking through the clouds, the song of a bird, the smell of rain. Little by little, she realized she wasn't alone and that every emotion was an opportunity to reconnect with something greater. Can you sense it? The emotions this message stirs in you right now are not the end of the road, they are the beginning. The beginning of a journey to reconnect with your essence, to remember the incredible person you are. And above all, to discover that even in the most challenging moments, there is something inside you that never dims, your light. The angels whisper that the next step is simple yet transformative. Take a moment for yourself today. It can be while you enjoy your coffee or as you gaze at the sky outside. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say out loud, "I am stronger than my pain. I choose to embrace my emotions with love. I am worthy of the light that surrounds me." Repeat these words until they become an unquestionable truth within you. And as you reflect on all of this, know that the angels still have more to share. What they want to reveal to you goes beyond any expectations. So be ready. Open your heart. Because what comes next could be the message that changes everything. Imagine for a moment that you are walking along a peaceful path, surrounded by tall trees swaying gently in the warm breeze. Sunlight filters through the leaves, creating small golden beams on the ground. It's a scene of tranquility, yet at the same time, you sense you are on the verge of something significant, something transformative. This is how the angels are showing me your moment now. You stand at a fork in the road, and they are by your side, whispering softly yet firmly, "It's time to take action. It's time to trust what you feel." The angels know that courage often doesn't roar like a loud thunder, but comes as a nearly imperceptible whisper that says, "Keep going, even if you can't see the final destination." And this is exactly what you are being called to do now. There may be doubts, like fleeting clouds in a blue sky. You might feel the weight of choices that seem enormous, almost overwhelming. But listen closely, the angels are holding your hand, guiding you toward the path that resonates most with your soul. Can you feel it? A gentle light, almost like warmth in your chest, confirming that you are not alone? There's something the angels want you to understand. Making room for a new phase in your life requires more than just intention. It requires action. And this is where true transformation happens. Ask yourself, what is taking up space in your life today that no longer serves you? It could be a fear, an old belief, or even a situation that you know you've outgrown. When you hold on to something that should be left behind, there's no room for the new to come in. The angels show me an image of someone carrying a heavy suitcase, filled with useless things. She needs to let this go so that we can fill her with light, they say. You might be carrying that suitcase. Maybe your heart is asking you to let something go, but the fear of emptiness makes you hesitate. And yet, it is in the empty space that miracles occur. It is in the empty space that the angels can work in your life, bringing blessings you can't even imagine. Remember, acting with courage doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It simply means that you are determined to move forward, even with fear by your side. I sense that, right at this moment, you already know what the first action you need to take is. It could be a conversation you've been putting off, a habit you need to change, or even the decision to believe more in yourself. Whatever it is, the angels are ready to support you every step of the way. They whisper, "You are stronger than you think. Trust in us." You might be wondering, but what if I make a mistake? What if I'm not ready? The angels respond to that doubt with the utmost serenity. There is no mistake when you act with your heart. Even an imperfect step will bring you closer to your purpose. What you need now is simply to begin, even if it's with a single gesture. Light a candle. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and say out loud, "I make space for the light. I choose to trust." Throughout your journey, you will notice signs. It might be a butterfly crossing your path, a song playing at just the right moment, or even the presence of a white feather in an unexpected place. These are the ways angels tell you, "We are here. Keep going." Don't ignore these signs. They are proof that the courage you are nurturing is being recognized in the spiritual realm. I want you to reflect now, what are you holding on to that can be left behind? What small step can you take today to make room for the new? Close your eyes and feel the answer within you. Not the answer from your mind, but one that comes from your heart. This is the voice of the angels speaking directly to you. And know this, by letting go of the old and acting with courage, you not only create space for new opportunities, but also for a new version of yourself. A version that is brighter, more confident, and more connected to your divine purpose. That is what the angels see in you. They do not see your doubts. They do not see your fears. They see your light, the infinite potential you carry. And they are ready to help you discover that as well. As you reflect on all of this, I want you to hold on to an essential message. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the beginning of freedom. Are you ready to make that space? Are you prepared to take the first step toward your new phase? Leave a powerful affirmation in the comments that you wish to manifest. I release what no longer serves me. I am worthy of the new. I choose to act with courage. The angels are listening. They are ready to help you transform your life. And in the next moment you feel an unexpected breeze or notice something special around you, remember, they are by your side, celebrating every step you take. As you prepare for this next step, know this: what follows will be even greater than you can imagine. The angels have something special in store for you, something that can only be revealed when you choose to open your heart and take action. Trust. Your courage will be rewarded.